Alright, so it's November 26th. My 1991 house has the original oven. I attribute that to probably the fact that there was an older lady that lived in this house long before I did, and the guy that I bought the house from, he was never home. It works, but it was time to replace these countertops, which are also original. So we're gonna have Home Depot come over here in a short bit. They're gonna deliver my new one and pull this one out so that I can put in the new one. But the only thing is that I have to cut the cabinet on the base and then up the front and then on the back there and pull out that little countertop. Okay, I'm the king of random here, but I wanted to show you. I did the previous clip about the kitchen here probably in Thanksgiving time frame. It was right after I returned from the patrol, the deployment I went on. And anyway, it's January 1st, 2020 right now. And I just wanted to show you that this has all been completed. Even did the other side of the countertop here. All been done. And it was not easy at all. The original stove that was wired in just had a box laying on the floor and just straight wired in. So I had to install the 220 outlet into the wall, and then the person that had this house before, they had obviously done some repair to it, and it looked like fondant just holding a piece of plasterboard up there. I haven't fixed it 100% yet, but I'll get to it. Anyway, brand new Whirlpool stove, new granite countertops, a new sink, and then since I had to take out the old dishwasher, I was just at the point where I wanted a new one anyway, so I bought one. But anyway, this is it. When you start going down the road of doing any type of upgrade, it all started because I wanted a new faucet. Well, that turned into $3,000 later. So anyway, they look really nice. Next is to deal with the cabinets. I don't plan on taking them out. Probably just paint them or restain them. I'm not sure yet. Definitely put new hardware on. But it's expensive owning a house. So that's the end of that clip. $3,000 later, I got my damn countertops. Dodge Dakota. A friend of mine dropped it off the other day. A year ago, I put the heat in, and back when I did that, I asked her if she wanted me to do AC. She said no, so I didn't do anything about it. Here we are a year later, and now she wants AC. If I can't do this without, or let me say this, if I can't do this job and not have to pull that dash, then fine. But if I have to pull that dash, I'm not doing it. So right now I've got the AC down on a vacuum. I'm going to let that sit, see how it holds. Right now I'm going to replace the tension pulley here. This one, it's pretty bad. So give me a second here. I'm going to a tension pulley that I just pulled out of that truck. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's really loose. Alright, and then this one. It was very prominent when I was running the truck this morning. Nothing. So I'm going to put this one in now. So we're off for a test drive in the 2000 Dodge. Reading on the AC is blowing out 49-degree air at max. It's doing alright. I think it's pretty good for a almost 22-year-old, 20-year-old truck. It's doing really well. 48 degrees on the temp now. So I'm gonna drive home and check this, let it sit for a couple days, and then do it again. I got the Jeep off the trailer. Kind of a dum-dum for the way I did it, but I did it. And it was extremely lucky. It started extremely lucky that the fence, the new fence we just put in, is wide enough. I made it a opening in the center, so I had 5'6" on the overall size, and I needed 5'2", I think it was, to clear the handles, especially the one by the gas tank. This grab handle, and then the other one on the other side. Nope, it's missing. So thankfully that wasn't there. I'm gonna go ahead and start this, but it started up fairly quick, which I was surprised. And I don't have any brakes. All I've got is the transmission to do its thing. Okay, so I'm gonna go set you up over here, and I'm gonna drive around the backyard here a moment. Sad. The truck is not running still. I'm still struggling with it. Please excuse the mess. I have been rebuilding my fence with a neighbor next door. Their previous owner had built a fence and then decided to screw over the neighbor. Anyway, I talked with the neighbor about it, and we decided to go ahead and kind of match them up. So, all right. Let's see here. This little box of fun. Speedway. All right. I'm struggling with the points on my F100. So I went and ordered a couple days ago. I ordered a new coil, a pertronix ignition system for the F100, and then I bought new wires too, because I am struggling to get the stock points, which were new when I put them in. Struggling to get a spark. I'm just getting turning over and nothing's happening. I got no spark coming out of those spark plugs. So that's just another hold up on what's going on here. It worked before, put it all back together properly, and I'm getting nothing. And I'm actually burning out on this project significantly. It has been close to 5 years of almost solid work of working on this. If you went all the way back to one of my very beginning videos, I think it was around 2015, January timeframe. I remember I took leave, and I think that was one of my first videos. I was getting the truck off of the transport trailer that I paid to have transported from Washington State to New Jersey, where I was stationed at the time. and they nearly dropped it off the trailer because it was dark out. It was -15 that day, and they dropped it off like a mile away from my house, and it barely started. We've come a long way since then, close to 5 years, but I'm really, really struggling with getting it started. It's just kicking my butt. So I want to be able to drive it, but I got a lot of work to do. And this house there's a lot of work to do. The garage is a pigsty. The light don't work. Out of all this, I've been chasing down electrical issues all day today, just so you know. The light socket over here didn't work. The one outside didn't work. They're all on a GFC outlet system. And couldn't find it. Could not find this GFCI anywhere. It turns out it's way over there behind my toolbox, and I had to rip all of this out, had the panel apart, looking for why was I not getting any power. So it's a struggle. Anyway, I just wanted to give you an update on this, and also the Dodge, 2000 Dodge. AC is working great. Just charged it up. I put it under a vacuum, charged it up. It's been running a couple days. I'm going to give it back to the owner, and to be honest, I really hope that's the last time I have to do any work on that truck. So it's time for me now. Okay, 2020. I just hit my 21st year in the Coast Guard, and I'm struggling to think if I'm going to continue doing many more. So we'll see what happens, all right? I hope you all have a good New Year, safely get through this New Year, and keep on with the projects, all right? Y'all take care. Here's another random, see if I can find some light. It's right here. I was digging that fence rebuild out there that I mentioned earlier. You guys know what this is? Literally about a mile, maybe a mile, from one of the larger battlefields of the Revolutionary War and also the Civil War. So this got dug up, this mini ball got dug up in my backyard on Christmas Eve, I think it was. So didn't hit anybody, you can tell with that. And then I've got some marks on it from me when I hit it with the shovel. Interesting stuff living here in Virginia.